Hello, this is Sibyl Harmony, Oracle Healer, and sometimes a medium. This is your reading for January 2020 and the year. So this year I see us going places where we've never been before. We're on a spiritual adventure. Welcome to your life. You chose to be here during this time of great change and awakening, where the old is leaving, the patriarchal toxins, the out of balance energy is leaving, and the new energy is coming in. So young people will be bringing in the new ideas, the inventions, the discoveries, and people like me are here to support through prayer, through presence, through our words, emotional support, or financial. So welcome to this exciting time in this year of great change. It's like we're on a journey. I see us on a ship and we're going through the water. The water is not very calm. It's not stormy. It is an adventure and we are on it. We are headed and we are going to uncharted waters. That can be very exciting. It can also mean change. So sometimes people don't want to change, but change we will, because that is what this is called for. It is the old leaving, the death, and rebirth. Doesn't necessarily mean physical death, although there may be a lot of people leaving because they cannot stay in this energy. There is also a lot of new beginnings. You may feel like changing your relationship patterns or leaving your relationship, leaving a job, or changing how you run your business. More green. It's change from the inside out. It can also be, and this shows up on the outside, but it's change to a new world, a world that is not full of corruption and toxins, because the environment, Mother Earth, will correct herself. We will see more of that. That is not going to go away. So it's new inventions, new building, creating, changing, so that we can deal with life here in this changing environment, how you take care of your home, your garden, your safety, how you protect yourself, of course, with insurance and things like that, because we also need things to be practical and doable. So they're practical and doable steps. We will see governments change. And in America, here where I am, the impeachment has already started in this energy that's been going on for a while. This is more of what you've already seen. Corruption is being revealed. You cannot hide corruption in this new energy. So this impeachment was, some people, it feels like the beginning of the end, although I knew he would be impeached the day he was elected. I just knew it because I knew that, well, we don't want to hate somebody, and that's not what this is about. We can be grateful that this person, this being, came in to wake us up so that we see corruption on both sides. There isn't one side, well, that's debatable, but there is on both sides of the political aisle. Corruption will not be allowed. That will not be tolerated. And like I talked about the environment, I talked about change, and this can be very exciting. There's a lot of opportunity to manifest this year. A lot of heart opening, heart healing. So where do you go? What do you do when everything out here is shaken up or changing and not really certain? It's about opening our heart opening through death, through the death of others, through the death of the environment, animals, species, plants, ideas, And this can cause us to open our heart and become more compassionate and more loving. How are we showing up of service to our community, to our family, to our friends, to the world? And so environmental companies and people who are dealing with the environment, this will be very big. Dealing with compassion and tolerance and helping to bring forward women's rights. We see the Me Too movement, so this is more of that. And I really do see this presidency, as I said, the beginning of the end was the impeachment, although like I saw it way before that. I literally see that he cannot carry this, although we can give thanks for him waking us up, even though it was very painful to watch a lot of people be hurt and the environment destroyed. This is what we needed and dishonesty, to rid ourselves of this. We've got to tell the truth. You may feel compelled to tell the truth. And it's important to do that in a way where we're not creating drama or more harm. But I've actually learned quite a lot from watching this whole process play out politically in our country. And we're not done yet. We're certainly not done yet. But the more people wake up, if people all wake up and their hearts open, the ocean will purify. The things will naturally get taken care of. So this is the time of opening our heart. And you can have a hard, prickly shell on the outside. This is your aura. It's about 2 to 3 feet around you. You can have that, but let your heart be open inside. So that's like a protection. When we protect ourselves from closing our heart down, that doesn't really serve us, because then we can't feel, we can't love ourselves and those that need our support and love that we're close to. So let that protection be out here. And we're also in a time of, we said, awakening, politics, thoughts, clearing our thoughts, our belief systems, the family patterns, the things that we've come in with in different lifetimes to process and clear. Sorry, there's somebody ringing my doorbell. To the patterns. These are big patterns. This is not easy. You've been working on this stuff for many lifetimes, and you've come here, like I said, you come here to do this work now because the energy supports you in doing that. You may also choose to, one of the ways that I did change was restructuring my practice. It opens up psychic abilities even more, clairvoyant, clairaudient, which is seeing spirit, hearing spirit, and we may become more sensitive, we may become more emotional. So it's important to be in alignment, lining up with the cosmic energy and the earth energy, which is connecting us, grounding us in the present moment. And that would be energy healing. Or anything that you do, like yoga, walking outside, being in nature, keeping your diet, cleaning up your diet, cleaning up the health things. You're no longer going to be able to do that without getting into trouble. The patterns that didn't work before need to be changed, and now is the time to do that. So another thing that I did was cleaning out my house, feng shuiing. I do feng shui in my practice. Is one of the things that I do. So I reset the energy by looking at getting new things, getting rid of the old. So it's out with the old and in with the new. In this energy, this really fun and exciting, beautiful energy. So with that, I'd like to pull some cards and see what else the guides are going to tell us about These cards will be mostly just for January. I put out a monthly newsletter, and for the other months, I'll pull cards on those months. If you go to my website, sibylharmony.com, you can sign up for my newsletter. I'm also going to be starting a women's group in January, and at least getting the idea started of supporting women. So that's really important theme also this year coming up. Okay, so this card is Archangel Michael. It's the Archangel Michael deck, and it says the person you're asking about is trustworthy. So it's like, who do we trust? It's important to trust yourself and trust what you call God or Source or Goddess, your guides. Archangel Michael is a wonderful guide that would never deceive anybody. But so who do you trust? Having trust and being trustworthy are super important, and something that we don't have a lot of in this current environment that we're in. So especially the generation, the X generation, which is right after me. I'm at the tail end of the baby boomers. And so the X, but I'm really a baby boomer. And the X generation, I'm very trusting. They don't trust so much. So there's a lot of energy of like being able to trust. How do you know it works? How do you know what the truth is? The truth, when you hear it, it feels right. It makes sense. When somebody's not being honest or truthful, the energy kind of goes, oh. It's like, no. And it's that first hit you get like, no, that's not right. Or I don't trust that person. Because it's hard to know who to trust. I trust people who are really supporting the environment because I know that that is life. Life is dependent upon air, clean air and clean water. And we will not live here very long without it. So when I see people that are supporting and helping the environment, I'm like, that's a person I can trust. People, animals know. They have that inner intuition. Dogs know, cats know, and even little babies will look at you and go, if they're smiling. Yeah, I used to go in a grocery store and a little baby would go, and start laughing and looking all around my energy field at the guides around me. That's because I've done my work. That didn't happen before I did my work, but that's because I trust myself. The most important person for you to trust is yourself, to be good to yourself, to honor yourself, to respect yourself, to respond to life in a way where body, mind, and spirit are in alignment. And that's where we get discombobulated when life happens and we don't pay attention to our energy. That's why I like yoga, meditation. Now, you don't have to meditate to become enlightened and to wake up. You could have a life-threatening illness or a terminal illness or a near-death experience. Those are other ways to wake up. Also ending toxic relationships, toxic work environments, making changes. This is the time to make those changes so that you support yourself for why you are here, which is your spiritual path. Or you could meditate. And I am going to do another, I did a meditation video and it didn't work out. So I am going to do another one. I've just been really busy with clients and the holidays. So that sounds like a good reason. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards for you. And I have lots of decks that I use. I'm not going to mention what they are. You can ask me, or you can also ask me a question. Okay, so we have Archangel Michael again. So he's coming in a lot because there's a lot of fear when things change and don't feel settled. And Archangel Michael says, I don't know if that looks backwards, you are safe. So in order to manifest, heal, and grow, whatever you're going through, it's important for you to feel safe. And this is an energy being that will come in and protect you if you don't feel safe. Or you're dealing with an environmental issue, anyway, or a person or a relationship. This being, Archangel Michael, is non-denominational being of light that comes in with his energy sword and will cut away the negative energies, clear your home. We also have, yes, I did feng shui, but we also have energies in our homes. If someone who lived there before you used to argue a lot or was sick, you won't have like an entity, like a ghost or, something worse in your house. But you may have residual energy. You may feel not really well and not know why, because the energy in your home can be discombobulated. We also live in energy soup. So if you're very sensitive like me, so you can see I have crystals and I have candles lit and I know how to meditate and clear my energy field. If you're feeling sensitive and over emotional, it could be that you have lower energy. We live in, like I said, energy soup. You could pick up on lower energies because all the lower energies are up and in our face now, because they actually really, even the worst of a person, really deep down inside, they just want to be loved and accepted. And so these energies are coming up for healing. They're coming up to be released, to be set free. And they may feel like emotions or thoughts. And that's all part of the process here that we're going through. So know that. Also, prayer is a wonderful way to awaken. I forgot to mention that one. Changing your diet, getting out in nature, having a spiritual practice, chanting is another way to open yourself up and heal, and prayer. And it's going to happen anyway. We are changing. We are here to do this. And it is happening, and it is happening now. Crystals. I have a crystal. So crystals are also, I just talked about the necklace I'm wearing, which is a channeling stone. There are protection stones and healing stones. Crystals are like natural spiritual medicine that I love to be around. They're grounding stones. So this is a really beautiful card coming up to remind us about the energy of crystals. And I have a deck here, the Surrender deck, pulling a card for January 2020. Surrender. We have lots of things of trust. Trust yourself, your decisions. Don't be swayed by people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action. Be confident that you have chosen the right path. So there's a lot of energy coming up around this as well, about trusting yourself, doing what's right, even if other people are saying, no, that's a bad person. No, don't talk to that person. And if you feel like, that person is maybe going through a hard time, but they're not a bad person. It's kind of like the story of like Joan of Arc or Jesus, how people who are different get shunned in our society. This is old religious patriarchal programming that teaches us that being different is wrong, that having your heart open means you're a schmuck or a fool, or being kind means that you're weak, and when it's exactly the opposite. So being, last year was a lot about being who you really are. Who are you? So when you do energy healing, you can tune into who you really are so that you can trust yourself. So we have trusting yourself. So let's do a little healing to be more of who we are. Okay? So if you'll close your eyes And take a deep breath. All the way in your belly, slow and deep. And you can let it out through your nose or your mouth. And you can call in Archangel Michael, your higher self, or whatever you call Source, Creator, God, Goddess. Breathing in and say hello to yourself as energy. Hello, self. I love you. I love you, self. Are you safe? And you can say hello to your body. Hello, body. Breathing. Bodies love to breathe. Of course, they need to breathe. They love to relax. And if you close your eyes, you go into a bigger world, the world of spirit. And ask your guides and angels to clear away any lower energies that are affecting your health, your well-being, your wealth. Ask, please cut any cords, Archangel Michael, to any lower vibrations, any belief in fear, help me to ground in this present moment. Fill me with your light and your love. So at the bottom of your tailbone, you have an energy center called the first chakra. And this is your ability to respond to life. And we can use our intention to set, I respond to life. And the center is usually red, so let's put a red healing rose and ground and heal that first chakra. The rose is a healing vibration tool that will work for you. The next energy center is right above your belly button, and this is the second chakra. It's typically orange. You might see or feel other colors. Breathing in the orange. This is your emotional center. And let's set this energy in I am, use me not, amusement. So unmatched serious energy. Seriousness gets you stuck. It isn't fun. This is the creative, emotional space of the inner child. Breathing in that beautiful orange and let it heal and wash away any fears or resentments, or just for now. And set a beautiful orange rose in there for I am, use me not. Then right above your belly button is the third center. It's typically yellow. And this has to do with your overall health, well-being, personal power. And breathe in the yellow. And this center is about I am functional. I function in my daily life. And drop the rose in, healing your third chakra. Breathing, beautiful. And coming up to the middle of your chest is your heart center. It's typically green. And this has to do with love. And let's set this energy in. I am joy. I am love. Breathing in the love. And let it pulse through your body, healing every part of your body, your immune system. Sending love to yourself. And we are sending you so much love. And coming up to your throat is a blue center. This center has to do with communication. Breathing in the blue for clear communication and letting go of judgment. We could be discerning, but we don't have to be judgmental. Discernment is, I don't think I'm going to hang out with those people. Judgment says they're bad people. That's the difference. And coming up to between your brow, right above your brow in the center of your head, is your sixth chakra. This is violet. And this is the place of neutrality, where you can look at yourself and others in neutrality. The higher mind, the place of clairvoyance, the place where we see in our dreams. And come up and clear away any lower energies, let them be cleared by Archangel Michael. And drop a rose of energy right into the center of your head, a violet rose for neutrality. And coming up to the top of your head, this is indigo. This is your connection with your higher self and what you call God. To me, God is probably a woman. I'll have to find out when I meet her again next time. Drop a indigo rose in there, healing your connection with your higher self and the Creator. And then calling in all your energy wherever you left it or gave it away or somebody took it or you forgot it. In whatever problems or incidents where it got drained or taken away, call it back. Your energy is a healing in your energy field, which is an egg shape around you, 2 to 3 feet. Call it in. May you be healed, because in truth, You already are. Have a wonderful, amazing year 2020. Thank you for sharing this time with me. And if you care to get a reading, I'm at Sibyl, Sibyl, Harmony.com.